by coaching. I'm streaming. Alright, welcome back to the jungle. Gonna be playing UDYR. For the runes, Conqueror, Triumph, Legend, Haste, Cut Down, Magic Footwear, and Approach Velocity. With UDYR, he's a Juggernaut champion. And one of your main goals is going to be control. Step 1, you're going to have to get your farm and get strong. And then step 2, you're going to have to use that strength. That looks like controlling the river. And then eventually taking the enemy jungle camps. And they can't do anything about it. If you're not doing any of that, you're really not contributing as UDYR. You're like a freeloading farming champ that don't do nothing. I think nowadays, like, Malphite jungle is like an easy example. You know, you farm and you ulti. That's what you do. Well, like, if you ain't doing that, you ain't doing nothing. Smack. Schmack. Alrighty. For UDYR's abilities, the R is going to be our main one. The R AoE damage slows the enemies. And every time you swap stances, your next two autos do a little bit more. So, 1, 2, Q, schmack, schmack, R, schmack, schmack, empowered R, schmack. I think it will just kill that. Nah, one more hit. The W is going to give us a shield, extra healing on the next two autos. But you primarily want to swap between the R and the Q. The Q gives you physical damage on hit, extra range, and damage on the first two hits. The empowered Q is going to deal a lot of single target damage, so when it comes to the blue, the Gromp, or an isolated target, check it out. Q, schmack, schmack. That chain lightning is way more damage when the target's isolated. Zed with the blue buff gank in mid. Alright, we are super up tempo. Never skip a camp. Wouldn't it be me? Q, smack, schmack, R, schmack, schmack. And we'll play for the scuttle. Since Zed skipped camps, we can play to counter gank on bot, no problem. The E gives us movement speed and stuns the first target that well, stuns any target that you auto attack with a short cooldown. Use that smite and then into the bush. If I wait for Zed, then I probably have a play. And it's warded. Never mind. Let's take that ward and then cross through mid and get the topside scuttle. Unless... Mr. Zed, are you... there's no red buff. Okay. Yeah, okay. Careful bot lane. Zed's definitely going to be there. R, moving. E, empowered E, stun. Q, hit him. Hit him. That's all we got. The empowered E lets us go through CC. Oh my gosh, Zed's ganking bot. I can't believe this happened. We're going to be able to take his topside camps, though. Alrighty. Mr. Zed, time to pay, asshole. RQQ, smack, schmack. To use the awakened form of the ability, you recast the ability you want. And you build up the Awaken by getting these next two autos on each ability swap. Going. This Wolves might be a bit much, but let's see. Schmack, schmack, empowered R, schmack, schmack, Q. Hey, Zed's still down there. But since he dies, we are so up. I need to stay on the map and farm my red side, and then we'll get a reset. Buh. If I reset, then Zed could take my red side camps before I get there, and that's no good. But we got an invade on his camps as a punish for him ganking top and bot lane again. If you don't do that, once again, you ain't doing nothing. Super rare that we get to do it on turn 1, though. To take those respawn camps. Bro, we're level 5. Zed will never hit level 6. We're maxing the R first, more of the damage. R definitely a better primary ability in the majority of cases. Very nice. He don't stop. Yeah, just go ahead and take those blue side camps. You deserve it. Faded Ashes, and then eventually here, Dark Seal. Yeah, take those wolves. I'm going long, boys. Doke. R. Nice one, Ghost. He doesn't have Shadow, so that's good. He's exiting south. R. E. Time to pay, asshole. Smite. Stun. R. Auto. R. Hit him. Hit him. Stun the Yuumi. 2 for 1 special. Into the enemy jungle. Mr. Z. It's time to pay, bud. W. Okay, I'm going to be taking your camps. Enjoy. Use the W to sustain a little bit. Run at him. Auto. Q. Hit him. R. R. The Froststorm didn't even try to chase him. We're level 6. That fella's level 5. Not a champion. To the Raptors. No Zera stun. To the Dragon. Yep, you have to contest the enemy and punish them for doing stuff like that. There's the time to play for the camps, but once you get that reset off after taking all the enemy camps, it's usually time for a play. Then of course, with this extra strength we have here in the early game, you better earn the objectives as UDYR. Schmack, schmack. Job's done. I want to cross through mid and get to my respawning red side. W. R. E. Empowered E. Stun. Q. Auto. Auto. R. Hit him. That guy's dead. Leave a ward and back to the camps. 30 seconds to the Void Grubs. I'll be there no matter what. So hungry, Mr. Zed. So hungry. Don't stop for the gank. Don't set up for a cheesy play. Just farm the camps. Farming the camps can't go wrong on Mr. UDYR. Playing for any attack. It's so crazy how when you try to go get it, it's impossible as UDYR. But if you receive it, it comes to you. Isn't that something? For level 7, we got a lot of points in that R. The Faded Ashes giving us burn damage to the camps and the champions. Gonna really empower our R as we get that Liandry's too, which apparently we already have the gold for. To the Void Grubs. UDYR is such a fun champion, man. Although he is very basic, you can speed up all the things he does like this, and it gets really fun. Mr. Beast Feastables tastes so good. Who's with me? Schmack, schmack, Q, schmack, schmack, W. Alrighty, smite that and job's done. Let's get a reset. We're going to be so strong on the map here with the Liandry's. Liandry's Sweeper Control Ward. Off we go. Liandry's giving us AP, HP, and the max health burn when we deal magic damage. And then a percentage damage increase to the longer fights with the Madness passive, with the Suffering passive, and Conqueror. It's going to be very good for us. Why didn't I? Whatever. When it comes to the ganks and doing the camps, you want to cast this R a little preemptively. The second R is when you actually start killing people. Well, let's get to this fight. I don't think I can really clean this up, but we'll deal some damage. R, empowered R, W, kiting. That's all we got. Deals a pretty good amount though, and now with Ari coming, maybe. Sweeper. Q, schmack, schmack, W, schmack. And Ari, everyone. R. E. W. R. E. Stun. Q. Hit him. Hit him. W. Hit him. Hit him. R. Auto. E the Yuumi, so she can't jump. Q. Hit him. Hello, friend. Empowered R. And no stun this time. Bro, I'm out of mana. Swing and a miss. Mr. Zed. No camps. Alright, time to leave. I'm gonna get that scuttle and get a reset. Super long fight. Shows how many rotations of the abilities you can get off And sometimes it's necessary to get all of that shit off. Schmack, job's done. Once you get the Leandries completed, when you can, get that Medjai's. The Medjai's will stack up, giving us movement speed. Right now it gives us ability power and HP, but it's a classic thing to combo for Mr. UDYR to snowball. And when you're this fed, you better do it. 92 CS to Zed 60, and that's just going to keep getting worse for him. We'll full clear towards the dragon this time, and then be super, super strong to fight it. Schmack, schmack, Q, schmack, schmack, and then just R, moving. That raptor is dead. Ain't that something? Okay. Let's see. Xerath's not doing anything. Let's start the dragon. The control word guarantees that there's no vision on it. And then, start hitting this bad boy. They TP'd bot. Good luck, guys. I'm gonna finish this. Alrighty. The enemy bot lane, if they keep pushing, I can double kill them by myself. UDYR gets so many stats with the levels, and we're so far ahead. Fuck, Zed saw us. Hello, friends. Stun, Q, auto, R, empowered R, W. Man, if Zed didn't see us, I could take that fight so much further. I'm gonna check if they have any camps here. Overstaying on the map is totally fine because even if I reset, I don't get anything special. Red buff's coming up. Might as well wait for it. I have a good flank here. W, R, E, smite, stun, and then QQ. You're dead. R, auto, E, stun. Job's done. Because we overstay, we can then attack the bot lane. Even though my bot lane got shit on last time, the enemy bot lane thought they were doing something. Surprise. Once you enter the mid game, you start having more tempo like that, and UDYR can finally do some active attacks. We're going to get Boots of Swiftness next, a pretty crucial part of UDYR's kit. And then into the Deadmans. The Boots of Swiftness giving you movement speed, more movement speed than any other boot, and then reduce effectiveness from slows. Mr. Zed should be in my jungle here. Hello. E. Moving. Not as slow as I would be because of my Boots of Swiftness. Auto W. Auto. You're dead. Back to the camps. I'm too tanky, Mr. Zed. I have too many items, too many levels. So we're just going to keep this going. The Rift Herald's coming up. Let's play for that. But like now the Medjai's gives me movement speed with 10 stacks, Boots of Swiftness, Winged Moonplay, etc., etc. And that movement speed might as well be HP. Because the way UDYR has to function, this fella don't have an ult. So you have to go in and out of the fight 1 quadrillion times, casting every ability 1 gerbillion times, and then hitting the enemy about 1 bajillion times. Cross through mid lane here. R. E. Moving. And another R. Myth me. Why are you so fast? Stun. stun, W, auto, RR, run. And stun this guy. Eventually. Doink, R, moving, W. I can't actually hit. Any fucking allies? Back to full HP from one camp here. Finally, they're killing them. When you hear those assists come in, after that sort of fight, it's like, finally. Let's drop that Rift-Herald mid. That's an actual UDYR play, though. You start the play, you kind of smack them up, run the fuck away. It takes some experience to know when to back off and when not to, but once you get there, bruh. UDYR is so annoying like that. Like, I'm doing all of that shit by myself. To the mid play. The enemy's really gonna have to commit to this. Nice. R ghost. E, stun that guy. E, stun that guy. R, hit him. Don't get stunned. Moving. E, stun. R. Ow. W. Boink. UDYR number 1. Oh. And no stun for me. Push. Push. Q. Push. Push. W. Push. R. Empowered R. Yeah, kick his ass. Bro, you would hope with 3 ranged champions behind me. To the dragon. No time to waste. Don't reset. You want to just keep the ball rolling here. UDYR is so crazy because he has all this sustain and like tankiness, etc., etc. With the W, I can actually stay on the map. W, smack, smack, empower W, big ass shield and even more healing. When it comes to the team fights, we want to start using that empower W more often. Smite, sharp stun. Now we farm. We just did so many plays and got all the objectives. It's time to farm everything on the map and then set up for a Baron play that will actually matter. The way that UDYR players lose from this position is that they fight at the wrong times. Or even worse, try to force plays. We continue to play on the same pattern where we do the play at the right time, not overdoing it, and then it all works out for us. Me farm camp, me so good. UDYR, for being so ugly, you know, you're not that bad of a guy. Burn, baby, burn. Nice. Alrighty, 1 million items coming in here. Dead Man's into Riftmaker next. When you have a big-ass lead and you're entering the mid-game, Riftmaker gives you that overt carry potential. So that's what we're building it for. Fiendish Codex, Amptome. The Dead Man's HP, armor, movement speed, and physical damage once you initially hit them. And it acts like boosts of swiftness too, reducing the effectiveness of slows. So we have so much mobility. So much. R, moving. E, empowered E, stun. Another R, schmack. Schmack, W, schmack. Schmack, Q, schmack, schmack, R. Another stun. Enjoy. Enjoy. Alright. Can White Boy get a turret? Let's see. Empowered R. No minion away from me. The Baron's coming up in 15, so I'd rather play for that. Level 14 to Zed's 11. That will show him to skip a camp. All I really need is one ally on this Baron and we can take it, no problem. Q, smack, smack, R, smack, smack, W, smack. And you want to use the empowered Q on the Baron because it's that single target damage. If it was close or the enemy's fighting you, you could use the empowered W. The enemy's not even contesting. Smite. Alrighty, time to push the lead and end the game. My allies are resetting, so we have a little bit of time to farm. What I want to do is get into the enemy jungle, so let's cross through mid here. And then off we go. One of UDYR's strengths is this overt tankiness and movement speed. By getting into the enemy jungle, you really control them. R, QQ, hit him, stun, hit him, you're dead. You really control them because they can't even farm their jungle. Come on, walk into me. You know you want to. Are you guys pushed up? You are! Empowered R, E, stun, Q, hit him, you're dead. R, hit him. Enjoy, enjoy. Alrighty, let's take the turret. Push, push, Q, push, push, R, push, push, W, push, push. Walk, ghost, empowered R, E, moving, and... oh, nice. Got the flash. Push, push, W, push, push, R, push. That's all we need. Miss me, miss me, miss me. Alrighty. Whoa. Eventually here. Stun. Back to the shadow. R. Stun. Oh, I messed it up. My allies are dead. Let's go play with Ahri. Push. 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 W. Push. Push. We get the inhibs, we're making progress. Alrighty, I'm gonna go for the Dragon Soul now. Whatever happens here, we do not care. Just stay focused. Bro, UDYR's truly always in motion. Alright. Eventually here. Schmack, schmack, schmack. Let's get a reset. With the Earth Dragon Soul, we get a big-ass shield and, of course, more resistances. Riftmaker into some magic resist, and off we go. The Riftmaker giving us HP, ability power, ability haste, and that percentage damage increase as well as extra Omnivamp. This allows you to carry more because when it comes to these mid-game fights when you have an overt lead, it gives you everything. Damage and tankiness, but you have to use it. So level 16, let's push that top lane and then try to take that last inhib. UDYR is so crazy, man. I get why they don't buff him, but bruh, it'd be so fun if they did. Or maybe balanced him like Shyvana to be more useful in low elo. But where you have to do these things like these invades and stuff, I don't think he'll ever be super strong in low elo. Push. What the fuck? Stun. R. Schmack. Schmack. QQ. Schmack. Schmack. Can you die, please? Ooh, you missed. Stun. Schmack. Schmack. R. Schmack. W. Schmack. Schmack. Alrighty. I'm gonna run right at you now. Empowered E. You're dead. Enjoy. Push. Push. W. Push. Push. Very good game, man. Final score 9-0-13. Leoner's dealing 2K. 25 Magi stacks. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned something. Click that join button to support the channel and get access to videos sooner. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Buy the Ultimate Jungle Guide now. She's a work in progress, but for now, it will go over the basics, play jungle correctly, understand it, and to climb.